Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to start part 2 of our July 17th game day here on CDL Live with a Pacific Division battle. The Nevada Thunder have no chance of making the playoffs. They are on the road today to take on a team that is trying to do just that, make the playoffs. Currently the 9th place team in the Western Conference, the San Jose Storm. Well, actually, considering that New Orleans did get a win today, currently New Orleans is in 9th. But coming into the game day, the Storm were in 9th. Of course, the Storm looking to pass the Gladiators here to take 9th spot back and catch up a little bit to the Phoenix Firebirds, who are sitting in 8th. Of course, the Storm only one win away from tying them for 8th seed. Can it be done? Let's find out. Thunderstorm next on CDL Live. Wow. That was the Thunderstorm. I'm sorry. Let's just get this game started. Nevada Thunder, San Jose Storm. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. And we're recording right now, and I can't check out the lineups Metallica gave me for his team, because there's no internet right now in Buffalo for some apparent reason, but I think I actually remembered it, car for car, but nonetheless, let's take a look at the visiting team here, the Nevada Thunder. On the road take on the San Jose Storm. 42 will start things off for the Nevada Thunder, followed by White Indy. At the captain spot will be Yellow Spider at 5-point gainer, White Lamborghini. Nevada, of course, right now hasn't had the best of seasons. They actually were just eliminated from the playoff race in the last game day. They look to kind of try to play spoiler today and give San Jose what would be a big loss, but San Jose responds to that with split in 2 coming out first, followed by 48 Hours. At the captain spot is Wasp, and at 5-point gainer will be Phantom. So, Phantom, the heavy hitter at 5-point gainer. How will it pay off? We'll find out. 42 out there. He's a smash mouth player up against Split in 2. And Split in 2 gets the flip on him. 5-0 San Jose. And now, the aerodynamic White Indy goes out there. He gets taken down by Split in 2. 10-0 Storm in the lead. And out comes Yellow Spider now, trying to keep the Thunder alive in this game. Can't do it. They both go down, and that means this game is over. Split in 2 goes 2-0-1, and the San Jose Storm repass the New Orleans Gladiators. New Orleans pass it, man. It's like a lap at the Daytona 500 or something between Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. or some shit like that. San Jose gets the win, keeps 9th seed. And now sits only 1 point behind Phoenix. Of course, that depends on what the Firebirds do today against Houston. That'll be later on. 15-5, San Jose over Nevada. Coming up next, Hartford Homies, New York Empire on CDL Live. Stay tuned. All right, it's time for our next game here on CDL Live. The New York Empire playing for pride in July. They are on the road to take on division rivals, the Hartford Homies, who've seen some struggles ever since the trade deadline when Tim Geiser made those trades between the Homies and the Demons. Since then, the Demons haven't lost a game, but then again, the Demons haven't lost since May 16th. But the Homies, they have been struggling ever since that deadline. Here's just to give you an idea of the Homies' troubles here. Before the trade deadline, a record of 22 wins, 3 losses, 1 tie, and 2 overtime losses. Since then, 7 wins, 9 losses. Can the Homies get back on the right track? They look to do that today against technically what you could call easier opponent. I would say their records are just about as opposite as they can get. But New York Empire, Hartford Homies, let's see who can get the win. It's coming up next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you. Northeast Division battle. The New York Empire on the road to take on the Hartford homies. Hartford just recently clinched a playoff spot. They have 91 points. Buffalo is ahead of them with 93. They want to try to take that. They want to try to take that fifth seed maybe, but I mean, just that team. Look who they have to go against. If they currently right now, if they stay at 6th seed, they got Puerto Rico in the first round. If they jump up to 5th seed, then they got Bradford in the first round. So, kind of either way, it's kind of tough for them. But nonetheless, they will try to get a win here anyway. And they'll have to try to do it against the New York Empire. Of course, New York playing for Pride in July and Pride alone. Not going to make it to the playoffs for the Empire. Kind of sad for them since the whole Crash Bowl 17 theme is all New York City. We're going to try to do things like the Big Apple. Of course, no one can really do it like they do it in the Big Apple. Was over there a couple of times in my life and had my mind blown just by standing on Times Square. Freaking insane. Never get the chance, go there. But nonetheless, we are getting set for this game. New York Empire, Hartford homies. Next on CDL Live, let's take a look at these lineups. Diesel Boy Jr. starts things off for the Empire. Alex Johnson, you just walked across the field and you got something to report actually before these lineups. What you just did.
I'll replace Coldlight's front axle that broke.
So, Coldlight's surgery was a success. So,
Back the next game.
You heard it from team owner of the Puerto Rico Plays, Alex Johnson himself. Coldlight still in the game. Can't keep a good car down there. Can't keep a legend down, I guess. You know. But anyway, Diesel Boy Jr. starting off first for New York, followed by Enzo 1. A Spirit out at the captain spot for the Empire, and at 5-point gainer is T-Coop. It's the home side of the field. Gold Dust will start things off for Hartford, followed by Gray Ghost. At the captain spot is Hammer, and at 5-point gainer, Gold Dragster. So here we go, Hartford and New York. Diesel Boy Jr. out there against Gold Dust, and Gold Dust goes down, 5-0 Empire. Gray Ghost now out there against Diesel Boy Jr. Diesel Boy Jr. trying to get the 10-0 lead. What? Gray Ghost trying to get the tie here for Hartford. Tough battle with Diesel Boy Jr. right now. This one could go on for a while by the looks of it. And Gray Ghost will finally go down. 10-0 New York Empire in the lead. Hammer now out there. And he keeps Hartford in the game. 10-5 the score now. Hartford trying to fight back. Hammer, another flip. 10-10. Needs to go 4-0 for the win here.
Not even fun anymore.
Got a Spirit out there. And it's 15-10. Hammer on a roll. Could he go through the whole lineup here? T-Coop trying to force overtime. Hammer going for the win. Ooh, T-Coop's still up as he takes a flying lesson. No interference on that one, and the game is over. Hammer carrying this Hartford homies team goes 4-0
Against New York.
against the New York Empire. Good point to make because New York currently is last place in the Eastern Conference. And as a matter of fact, when I look at the whole league, they're second last place in the entire league. But nonetheless, always a big thing to go 4-0 against any team. But Hammer, what would Hartford do without him, really, right now? But nonetheless, homies, 15, Empire 10. Let's get set for our next game. San Antonio Kings at the Roswell Aliens. It's coming up next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our next game here on CDL Live. The San Antonio Kings on the road trying to keep their hopes of a Southern Division title alive against the Roswell Aliens. The Aliens are leading that Southern Division that the Kings are trying to capture. And with the win here today, they can knock the Kings out of the contention for that division title. Kings win, they stay alive. The most points the Canes can get is 84 on the season. Roswell currently has 82, so Roswell needs the W. Can they get it here? Let's find out. San Antonio Canes, Roswell Aliens. Both teams need the win, not just Roswell. Canes do too. Let's find out who's going to get it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Huge game for both teams involved here. Southern Division battle. The San Antonio Canes on the road to take on the Roswell Aliens. Now, Houston is currently out of the division running, even though they are ahead of San Antonio. They're tied in points, but San Antonio, of course, has one more game left to play than Houston does. So thus, they could still pass Roswell if they were to win every game, and Roswell, of course, were to lose every game. Now, if Roswell gets the win today, San Antonio will be knocked out, along with Houston, who's already knocked out, Dallas, and New Mexico, and the Southern Division race becomes a three-team race between Roswell, Phoenix, and New Orleans. So big things happening here, and of course, San Antonio, they're trying to get every win they can because currently, conference-wise, they are sitting on the outside of the playoffs looking in, currently in 13th place, 9 points behind the Phoenix Firebirds, who are in the 8th spot. So, huge game for both teams. Who's going to be able to pull off the W here? Let's take a look at the lineups that they bring for this big matchup. Acura will start things off for the San Antonio Canes, followed by Sweet 16. Motoblade Jr. at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be Road Plane. To the home side of the field now, the Roswell Aliens come out with F1 Racer, followed by Spectite. Dragonfly at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer is Double Shots. So here we go. Game on, interference call. San Antonio and Roswell. The Canes and the Aliens. Going at it here. No score as of yet, and San Antonio will have a lead here. 5-0 Canes. Out comes Spectite now against Acura. And Spectite making solid hits. There's the interference there. Could have been tied. But they'll go at it more. No interference called. Clean flip. They're both down. 10-5 the score. San Antonio in the lead. As both Spectite and Acura go down now. Sweet 16 out there for San Antonio to take on Dragonfly. San Antonio needs a win here. Well, that flip could have gotten them a win, but it doesn't happen that way. Dragonfly gets a flip on the first collision with them and now faces off with Motoblade Jr. Score tied at 10. Interference called on the first collision. They'll go at it again. And Dragonfly is down. 15-10, the Canes in the lead. Double Shots trying to force overtime. Can't do it. 15-10 the final.
You're right, Roswell is sketchy.
Yeah, it's 15-10 the final, but the Canes keep their division title hopes alive with that win right there. And of course, the whole Southern Division battle doesn't end with this game, because later it's going to be the Houston Oilers, actually coming up soon. The Houston Oilers are going to be on the road to do battle with the Phoenix Firebirds. So definitely a huge battle there, huge playoff, what's the word? Yeah, huge playoff contention at stake here. It's like a playoff game in the regular season almost, but yeah, Houston, Phoenix later. But coming up next, the Battle of Western New York. Doesn't matter if neither team's going to make the playoffs. It's always a fun game to watch. Gowanda Outlaws, Buffalo Warriors, up next on CDL Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next game is always a fun one to watch. No matter what the records of the teams are, they all leave it all on the field for this game. Gowanda Outlaws, Buffalo Warriors. The two towns, well, the city of Buffalo and the village of Gowanda, only a 45-minute drive away from each other. And if you're doing just a little over the speed limit, you might make it back and forth in an hour's time, about 30 minutes each way. So, here they go, head-to-head, the rivalry of Western New York about to begin here. The Warriors have clinched a playoff spot, trying to keep the ball rolling right into the playoffs. The Outlaws playing for pride, and getting a win over Buffalo is always a big thing for them. Outlaws, Warriors, next on CDL Live. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to take place, the Western New York rivalry. The Gowanda Outlaws on the road to take on the Buffalo Warriors. Of course, Gowanda, causers of the Southtown curse over the Buffalo Warriors, who haven't made it to the Crash Bowl since Gowanda came in the league. But nonetheless, Buffalo has a better record this year, that's for sure. Gowanda playing for pride in July. Buffalo, on the other hand, they're trying to catch up and get that fourth seed in the Eastern Conference, take it away from Bradford, but they need a win here to do it. If they don't get the win here today, Bradford has the number 4 seed for sure. And really, even if Bradford were to get a win today later on against Cleveland, that will clinch it up for them. The most points that Buffalo can accomplish right now is 111 points at the end of the season. That's if they win every single game. Bradford currently sits at 109, so a win will get them to 112. So let's get ready for this game. Kind of a big game for Buffalo, but Gowanda sends out Blue Camaro 2, followed by Triple Threat. At the captain spot is going to be Lamborghini, and at 5-point gainer, Gold Mercedes. Buffalo sends out Blue Dragon, followed by Tyrell. What at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer, Blue BMW. So Blue Dragon and Blue Camaro 2, they go at it, and on the first collision, it's 5-0 Warriors. Triple Threat trying to tie this game up for the Outlaws. Out there against Blue Dragon, they both go down. 10-5, Buffalo in the lead. Here on their home turf, Tyrell for the game winner, and he's got it. Lamborghini goes down, and 15-5 will be the final. The Buffalo Warriors.
Gawanda's go down like flies.
Gowanda went down like flies right there, that there is no doubt. Warriors 15, Outlaws 5, and Buffalo keeps their hopes for the 4th seed alive just a little bit longer. Of course, Bradford put an end to that with their game against Cleveland later on today, or tonight, whatever time of the day you're watching this. 2 o'clock, you're bored, you're stoned. Anyways, enough jokes. Houston Oilers, Phoenix Firebirds, next on CDL Live. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a huge game coming up for both teams involved here on CDL Live. July 17th game day, Southern Division battle between 2 of the CDL's original 6 teams. The Houston Oilers on the road, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive against the same team that knocked them out of the playoffs in the first round last year, the Phoenix Firebirds. The Firebirds currently holding the 8th seed in the Western Conference. San Jose, of course, won their game today, tied them up in the standings. Phoenix looking to get that 3-point lead back with a W here, and by doing so, knocking Houston out of the playoff hunt. Let's find out what's going to happen. Houston Oilers, Phoenix Firebirds, next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game, huge battle here, Southern Division battle, one that we talked about earlier that was going to happen. The Houston Oilers on the road take on the Phoenix Firebirds. Firebirds currently the 8th seed in the Western Conference, and with San Jose getting a win today in the West, that put San Jose tied with Phoenix. So definitely a huge game for the Firebirds to try to get some point separation. Of course, Phoenix did beat San Jose during the regular season, but they don't want to end this thing on a tiebreaker. They want to be sure of something, Houston Oilers, on the other hand, sitting 12th in the Western Conference. Out of their division hunt, but still in the playoff race. Much in need of a win here today. Can they get it? We are about to find out. Houston Oilers, Phoenix Firebirds. Interesting thing about these two teams, too, is that they met up in round 1 of the playoffs last year. Phoenix won the best out of 7 series, 4-3. But it was a good one. Classic. But for this game, Whitetail will start things off for Houston, followed by Mod Clock. Blue Dragon 2 at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer will be Silver Spider. To the home side of the field now. 40 starts things off for the Phoenix Firebirds, followed by Enzo 2. Green Arrow at the captain spot, and Red FXX will take 5-point gainer position for the Firebirds. So 40 and Whitetail. Game on. Whitetail somehow stays up. And an interference call there. Whitetail staying up again against 40. Hanging in there, but not long enough. 5-0 Phoenix. 40 gets the flip and now takes on Mod Pod. Interference on the board there. So they'll go at it again. 40 still up. Mod Pod's still up. And this will happen yet another time here. And this time, Outlaws down, no interference, 10-0 Firebirds in the lead. Blue Dragon 2 trying to keep the Oilers alive in this game. Not going to happen. 15-0. The Firebirds bulldoze through the Houston Oilers. Shutout win for Phoenix. Huge win for them, too, to keep that 8th spot. San Jose did win, so they're still 3 points behind Phoenix going into the last 5 game days of the season. So, yeah, the playoff race, it ain't getting any colder out in the Western Conference. Speaking of the Western Conference, another huge game with playoff implications from the Central Division up next. Nashville Nighthawks, Indianapolis Reapers, coming up on CDL Live. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it may be July 17th. Just a regular season game day here. And a regular season game, make no mistake, this is a playoff game about to happen. The Nashville Nighthawks on the road to take on the Indianapolis Reapers. And just to give you the picture of what I'm talking about, Nashville and Indy tied at 63 points. Currently, Nashville holds 14th place in the West. Indianapolis holds 15th due to tiebreakers and whatnot. Nashville does have the lead even though they're tied in points. Basically, the winner will still be alive in the playoff hunt. The loser will be eliminated from the playoff hunt. Like I said, it's a playoff game. Nighthawks, Reapers, next on CDL Live, Central Division Showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live, our next game. 2 teams trying to climb the ladder, not just, in division they're both out. Neither of these teams can win their Central Division, but they can still make the playoffs. 14th place team in the Western Conference, the Nashville Nighthawks, on the road take on the 15th place team, the Indianapolis Reapers. Now, both these teams have 63 points. Both of them would love to get another 3 today. See if one of them will be able to do it. Let's take a look at the lineups for the Nighthawks. They come out with Black Testarossa, followed by Extinguish. Orange Chevelle at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer will be Chevrolet. The home side of the field, the Indianapolis Reapers start things off with Candy, followed by Green Enzo. Gold Z28 at the captain spot, and as a 5-point gainer, it's going to be Speed Shot. So here we go. Candy out there against Black Testarossa. No contact. No contact and an interference on the same play. This game's still scoreless. Candy and Black Testarossa going at it, and we are going to be tied at 5. 2 evenly matched teams going at it. Nashville and Green Enzo now, and Extinguishing Green Enzo, and Extinguish gets the job done. And exactly, this one should be a good one. Green Enzo goes down, but it opens the gate for Gold Z28. Trying to get the Reapers tied in this game. Out there against Extinguish, 2 highly defensive cars. Neither car goes down easy. Oh, Extinguish staying up somehow there.
Bottom headed, that's one.
And Extinguish and Gold Z28 going in. Gold Z28 stays up somehow. Rocking back and forth, but landing on all 4 wheels, and Extinguish stays alive again. And Gold Z28 stays alive again. These 2 collide. Oh, interference call. And timeout is going to be called by Nashville as top half is separating off of Extinguish, and they're actually going to put some tape on. Yep, we are going to take a repair timeout here on CDL Live. Nashville taking the timeout to score 10-5. Nighthawks in the lead over the Reapers. Stay tuned. Alright, the game will continue now back here on CDL Live. Distinguished got some tape there on his front end, helping him along now as he takes on a heavily taped Gold Z28. He's been through a couple of collisions in his day, and look at that, Extinguished rolling as good as ever, staying up yet again. Extinguished somehow stays up. The man won't go down. The car, the truck, whatever he is, he's not even. Oh, he does go down. Old Z28 hangs in there.
Another highly defensive car.
Exactly, Nashville. That is the thing with them. Defense, defense, defense. And it's Orange Chevelle out there. The score tied at 10, and Gold Z28 gets Indianapolis a 15-10 lead. Chevrolet trying to force OT, not going to happen. First collision, he goes down against Gold Z28, who goes 3-0 and gets the win for the Indianapolis Reapers. 15-10. Reapers get the win over the Nashville Nighthawks. How huge is it going to be, makes you wonder, but nonetheless, it will be huge. Coming up next, another huge game. The Los Angeles Blades home against the San Diego Lightning. With the win here today, the Blades can clinch the Pacific Division title. San Diego, who's still in that division title race, needs a win to stay alive in it. Just going to find out what happens. You're going to find out. It's coming up next on CDL Live, Lightning Blades. Alright, it's time for our next game here on CDL Live, July 17th game day. The San Diego Lightning on the road to take on the Los Angeles Blades. Big game for both teams. The Lightning and the Blades both have clinched a playoff spot, but now it's the Pacific Division that is up for grabs. With the win today, the Los Angeles Blades can clinch the Pacific Division in 2013 for the second straight year, the fourth time in 5 years, as a matter of fact. The only time that the Blades did not win their division was in the past 5 years was just back in 2011 when the San Diego Lightning won it. Of course, the Lightning's hope of winning the Pacific is still alive, though it is dim. They need a win here today to keep that hope alive. Can they get it done? Let's find out. San Diego Lightning, Los Angeles Blades, next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Definitely a marquee type matchup, and we ain't down to the last 3 games yet. This definitely could have been one of them. San Diego Lightning, Los Angeles Blades, Pacific Division rivalry. It's been going on for quite some time, and the thing is, it's even bigger right now. Lightning, like I said in the last bit, a win is what they need to stay in this divisional race. LA can clinch the Pacific Division crown in 2013 for the 4th time in 5 years with a win over the San Diego Lightning. Let's find out what happened. San Diego starts things off with 40 forward, followed by 24 hours. At the captain spot is going to be 7 series and that 5-point gainer, 16 Angels.
They all got numbers.
Yes, they do. And to the home side of the field, the Los Angeles Blades start off with Red Spectite, followed by Greelina. Black Star at the captain spot. And a 5-point gainer is Dragon Jr. So here we go. Red Spectite and 44. Game on here. Pacific Division title on the line, and LA has a lead, 5-0. LA has lost 2 games in a row here, looking to rebound. As Red Spectite takes on 24 hours. Heavy collisions going on, neither car giving in here. Both of them wanting the flip on each other. That's obvious. Every car does want that, but nonetheless, a tough matchup here between these two. Interference call, but no flip on the play. Line back up to their regular side here. 2 cars going at it. 24 hours and Red Spectite. Good game here. Still 5-0 Blades in the lead. And they're not even sending each other flying level, solid hits that could just tear them apart at any time in 24 hours. Did flip there, but he didn't go down. Lining back up all right on all 4s. And Red Spectite will finally go down there. 24 hours. Now has to take on a fresh Greelina here. Score tied at 5 between the Blades and the Lightning. Interference call. 24 hours. Gets the lead for San Diego.
Oh, fuck.
10-5, Lightning in the lead. Here comes Black Star. Interference call. Black Star was able to get under him, though. Black Star able to get under him again, giving him flying lessons as they switch sides here. 24 hours wobbly now against Black Star, trying to get the win for San Diego. And right away is given. Right away is given, and oh, he almost lost him. And Black Star maintains, rides through that one. 24 hours. How good defensively is he to almost stay up? Almost stay up on it right away. So the score, and it was a downer right away. I mean, it was no like he just had a little bit under him. No, he had it. So the score now 10-10, 7 series out there for San Diego. Black Star out there for Los Angeles. Coming down the wire here, they both go down, and this game is going into overtime. 16 Angels out there for San Diego.
Got me before that fucker.
Dragon Jr. out there for Los Angeles. NOT in LA. The Los Angeles Blades, for the 4th time in 5 years, are the Pacific Division champions. Alex, it's been a rough day for you, especially, considering what happened with Puerto Rico. Let me try to get this damn camera. There we go. Is that Alex? It's been a tough day for you with the whole day with Coldlight. You repaired him and end it with a division championship. How does this feel right now? I'm a fucking boss! But there are 3 more games coming up left. Alex, he looks to add another banner. He's been taping, because we keep the team's stuff on the wall, like the logos, and Alex took it upon himself to tape up past championship banners, division championship banners, but nonetheless, he is a division champion this year for his 2nd year in a row. Of course, this is his 3rd year as owner. 3rd year as owner, and for the 2nd time, he is a Pacific Division champion. Coming up next, Carolina Wildcats, Washington Patriots. Huge game with huge playoff implications. Coming up on CDL Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next game, a big one for both teams involved here. The Carolina Wildcats and the Washington Patriots. A Southeast Division rivalry matchup about to begin here on CDL Live. The Patriots currently sit in 7th place in the CDL in the Eastern Conference of the CDL with 81 points. 12 points, just 4 wins behind them, or 4 games behind them, is the Carolina Wildcats, who look to close the gap today. Of course, they want to close the gap up on the number 8 seed Cleveland, too. Let's see what can happen here. Carolina Wildcats, Washington Patriots. It's next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game on tap for you here. The Carolina Wildcats on the road to do battle with the Washington Patriots. Washington, each win they can get is a step closer to getting a playoff spot right now, especially with the fact Jacksonville lost. Carolina, they could get a step closer to trying to get in the playoffs here, hoping for Cleveland to lose, and with the win they can pull only 1 point behind Jacksonville. Of course, the Wildcats currently sitting in 10th place, but if you count Dayton's win, they're actually in 11th at the moment. So Carolina trying to keep 10th. Washington trying to hang on to 7th, as Cleveland is only 1 point behind them for the 7th seed. Find out what happens. The Wildcats start off with Mustang 1. Of course, this is all Eastern Conference, by the way. Mustang 1, Red 23, Rocket Oil at the captain spot for Carolina, and at 5-point gainer will be Yellow Ferrari GT. For the Washington Patriots, Blue 512 will start things off, followed by Cockroach. Black Phantom at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer will be Croc Rock. So here we go. Game on. Mustang 1 stays up and stays in the battle here, but no. It's going to be 5-0, Washington in the lead. Red 23 out there trying to tie this game up against Blue 512. Not going to happen. 10-0 Washington. Faded this game for Carolina, laying on Rocket Oil shoulders, cat shoulders. But he does get the flip. Anyway, it's like the Powerpuff Girls, that they had fingers. Anyway. Jesus Christ, out here. Anyway, Rocket Oil keeps Carolina in this game. 10-5. Make it 10-10 now as Rocket Oil takes Cockroach down on the comeback here now up against Black Phantom. And look at this, 3-0 for Rocket Oil. One more flip to win the game and complete the comeback, and he's got it! Rocket Oil.
Thank you, Rocket Oil.
Rocket Oil goes 4-0, and the Carolina Wildcats have the win over the Washington Patriots.
They widen the gap.
And exactly help Puerto Rico widen the gap on Washington for the lead in the Southeast Division.
I had to feel Rocket Oil.
Rocket Oil is one hell of a player, and if you're wondering, you just saw why. Down 10-0, the Wildcats come back for the 15-10 win, thanks to Rocket Oil. And coming up next, we just talked about Cleveland having the chance to pass Washington for the 7th seed. It's going to be a tough task for them, as they will be taking on the Bradford Brawlers. Next on CDL Live. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next game on tap. It's about to happen here on CDL Live. The Cleveland Wolves on the road to take on the Bradford Brawlers in a Northern Division showdown. The Brawlers trying to keep up with the Pittsburgh Destroyers in the race for the Northern Division. Already got a playoff spot on lock. Come on, they're the defending world champs. I mean, that's like kind of mandatory, like a given, right? Nonetheless, they're trying to get division this year. The Cleveland Wolves, no shot at winning their division, but they do look to widen the gap that they have on the rest of the Eastern Conference, sitting at that 8th seed right now. Hanging on to a playoff spot. It is hard at the end of the year. Huge opportunity here for them today, considering Jacksonville lost, but of course Carolina got a win. So not only that, Washington took a loss. So if Cleveland wins today, they can pass Washington for the 7th seed. A lot of opportunity for the Wolves. Very hard to take advantage of that opportunity when you're going up against a team that's only lost 8 games all year, the Bradford Brawlers. So let's see who can get the W here today. The Wolves and the Brawlers next on CDL Live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live. Our next game about to take place. Bradford trying to keep up with the Pittsburgh Destroyers, who got a win over Detroit today. So they're trying just to keep up with them and to try to stay in the Northern Division title race. But with the win here today, the Brawlers can clinch 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. To the road side of the field, the visitors today, the Cleveland Wolves, with a win or a tie, they could actually pass Washington guaranteed. Maybe even with the overtime loss, but then it comes down to tiebreakers. Washington, of course, only 1 point ahead. The thing is Cleveland wants to now widen the gap on teams like Jacksonville, who just lost today. So, who's going to have their way in this game? Cleveland Wolves, Bradford Brawlers next. Let's take a look at these lineups. Mick D. Green starts things off for the Wolves, followed by Aqua Ferrari. At the captain spot will be Stock 34, and at 5-point gainer, Blue F50. For the home side of the field, Spinebuster starts things off for Bradford, followed by Green Indy. Escalade at the captain spot, and at 5-point gainer will be Dirty Rat. Bradford's front line is one of the most solid in the league, no doubt. Ooh, the Spinebuster having a hard time here with another McDonald's card.
Spinebuster McDonald's card?
Actually, you know what? No, he's not. Spinebuster. Is he a McDee's card? No, he's not a McDee's card. I thought he was for a second, but he has a lead over a McDee's card.
Touch?
Huh?
He didn't touch?
No. Score is going to be 5-0. Bradford in the lead. Aqua Ferrari out there. As Mick D. Green went down, so he took down McDonald's card. Interference call there. Yep. Spinebuster took flying lessons, but came out on top there. That's Abe's coming off again, and logo for sale.
Oh, look what happened to it.
For a nickel, logo for sale. Yeah, I know. I always come up with nickels short at the vending machines too, so I could definitely use 5 cents for that logo. If anybody want it? Anyways, 10-0. You'll take it. All right, awesome. So the score 10-0. Bradford in the lead, looking to put this one away. Is Spinebuster. Stock 34 trying to keep Cleveland's hopes in this game alive. How's this one going to end up? Oh, Stock 34 rolls and stays up still. At battle here with Spinebuster. Both these cars going at it here. Hard battle, hard fighting here. And Stock 34 goes down. This game is over. Spinebuster goes 3-0. And the Brawlers dominate the Cleveland Wolves 15-0 the final. I would think our main event will be better than that, because coming up next is a Pacific Division battle between two teams that may be playoff bound. At least one of them. Maybe neither of them. You never know the way it all works out. But Northwest Division rivalry from the Pacific Division coming up next. Seattle Lumberjacks, Portland Panthers on CDL Live. Stay tuned. The main event is next. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our main event here on our July 17th CDL game day. The matchup. The Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the Portland Panthers. Huge game when it comes to the playoff race out there in the Western Conference. Portland fell back into 8th place with Phoenix getting a win today. Of course, with a win themselves, Portland could move back up into 7th. Of course, they're aiming for 6th. The Seattle Lumberjacks just trying to make it back to the playoffs again after last year's impressive run. And they're sitting a little ways back right now, though, as a matter of fact, 7 points back behind the Portland Panthers. Northwest Division War, another battle of it. Coming up next, Seattle Lumberjacks, Portland Panthers. Stay tuned. It's our main event on CDL Live right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CDL Live for our main event of this July 17th game day. After this game, there will only be 5 game days left in the pros season. But we take a look here at these two teams that are involved. Two Pacific Division rivals going at it. The Seattle Lumberjacks and the Portland Panthers. Northwest Division rivalry here. Portland currently sitting 7th place in the Western Conference. Phoenix win got them up in currently Portland's down in 8th now because of Phoenix's win earlier. So Portland trying to get at least a tie or a win to get them back up into the 7th spot. Seattle, on the other hand, sitting in 11th place, trying to get past New Orleans, who took a loss today, and they need a win to do it, because New Orleans they can't catch up to New Orleans. New Orleans got to win. I look stupid, but nonetheless, Seattle trying to keep up with New Orleans and San Jose and Phoenix, all those teams ahead of them that had a win, trying to help themselves out with a win over Portland. Can it be achieved for them? We are about to find out, as 2 of the best cars in this league are about to go at it. Well, they could go at it. The 2 team captains, Buzz Off, Solar Reflex. Great matchup here. We are about to see if it will go down. Let's take a look at the entire lineups on these teams for the Seattle Lumberjacks. Spencer will start things off, followed by 42nd. Buzz Off at the captain's spot, and at 5-point gainer will be Desert Chief. To the home side of the field, the Portland Panthers come out with Blue Lamborghini, followed by Monty. Solar Reflex takes the captain's spot for this one, and at 5-point gainer is going to be Pro. So here we go, Blue Lamborghini and Spencer, game on. We switch sides, and we are going to be tied at 5. As both Spencer and Blue Lamborghini go down, now here comes 42nd up against Monty. Monty gets the flip on 42nd. 10-5, Panthers in the lead. There goes your mascot now. Cat just crosses by. It's a sign of bad luck for the Lumberjacks. It is 15-5. Monty gets the game-winning flip. And Solar Reflex, we were looking forward to his match against Buzz Off, but Monty says, hey, Don't forget about me. Pass me that gray coupon. The Portland Panthers have a win, 15-5, the final over the Seattle Lumberjacks. And Alex is being mean to Miku. Anyways, that will end our July 17th game day. Huge game days of ups and downs and injuries and recoveries and repairs and division champions and playoff spots going this way and that way. And I'm worn out. I'm freaking worn out. We will see you next time, which will be tomorrow on CDL Live. Look for us. Alex Johnson, James Host, we're out.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.